I'm not stupid, all right? I know what it is. I know you own Peter Pan. You gonna flex and show your shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's one time they weren't showing Peter Pan. They were showing Ice Age.
Boy,
I was like, okay, you own Ice Age.
I got so tired of them looking at Sid. Man, that first episode, Sid gets more screen time than the damn alien does.
Right.
I was like, I know y'all ain't gonna sit up here and stop the movie to watch this cartoon. I'm excited to be returning to Chicago, performing at the Lincoln Lodge for the first time for my own brand of sit-down comedy. Get your tickets now by going to doubletoastedchicago.com, and I'll see you soon. Martin.
Yes.
You know the old tagline, on Earth. Oh, let's stop. Hold on.
Yeah, you had one job.
You know what the hell with it, man.
No, start over.
No, I ain't starting over. No.
On Earth, you say.
On Earth, on Earth, you can hear me scream, "No! I messed it up again!" Ah! Oh, you know what? Here, I'll do it over again. Okay. Take two.
Hey.
They say in space, no one can hear you scream. But if they keep making these alien movies, they will.
Waka, waka, waka.
100% worth it, right? Boys and girls. Yucca, yucca. So, hey, man, listen. You know, they keep making these alien movies and they cannot capture that magic of the first two.
No, they can't.
Kind of came a little close, a smidgen with that Romulus over there. That wore me out being stupid. But yeah, but these movies, they just can't do it, man. Even when he was hanging with that Predator, nothing.
I know. They keep trying. They keep trying to do the same thing.
Exactly. But hey, if you can't get the movies right, make it a show. What you got to lose at this point?
Exactly. I tried everything else.
Tried everything else, man. You know, listen, this movie stuff ain't working no more, all right? Give that alien a TV show. So that is what we got here, man.
Give him a talk show next.
Yeah, not only did they give him a show, but he's on Earth now. Alien Earth TV show that is on FX at this moment. Of course, if you have Disney Plus or Hulu, which is the same thing now,
right? You
can watch it there. They came out with 2 episodes of this show. Josh Hawley.
I'm not
thinking about who's Josh Hawley.
I think that's an actor.
Okay, all right. They held that guy. Noah Hawley, who was known for taking properties like Fargo and just turning them into something new.
Yeah,
by bringing them to an episodic format.
Right.
That's what they're trying to do with Alien right here. And we've seen the first 2 episodes, probably like a lot of you have out there. And just wanted to give you our impressions. I mean, since I love the first 2 movies so much, even like the last one. Didn't love it, but like the last one. And at this point, I'm just playing the odds now. Like, listen, we just keep making them. One's going to hit. My number's going to hit.
I don't know, man. The odds don't look too good at this point.
Man, if I keep playing the lottery, man, I'm going to make that money. But let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer, this quick trailer for the series, Alien Earth.
Do you hear that?
We even brought that whale back.
When a hostile alien species decides to speak, one needs to ask why.
So, just from the first 2 episodes that were, did you see them?
Yeah, I woke up early this morning to watch them.
Yeah, I was actually eager to wake up and see this. Well, I watched some of it last night because it came out last night. So I watched the first episode last night and woke up and watched the second one today. And even from just the first 2 episodes of what is going to be, I think, what is it, 8 episodes, maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's 8. It's a lot, and we have a lot more to go. But just from those first 2 episodes, I would say that again, it's everything that we've seen before already, and we do have a lot to pull from at this point for everything we've seen before. With this, you still have android saboteurs, you have cryo chambers, a spaceship named Mother. You got the space marines in here, shady corporate guys. You got fake humans pondering, what is life?
Megalomaniac billionaires.
Yeah, you have, and of course, you got the man of the hour himself. You got the alien, and every nasty that comes with him. Because with the alien, there's always some spaceship full of dead bodies, usually with holes in their chest. There's always a lab full of experimental creatures and dead face huggers and things like that. Listen, we've seen this all before, and yet for me, this still feels like something different, just by putting it in this format in an episodic series, which we have not seen before.
Yeah, it opens on the spaceship, the Maginot. And the setup is very purposely like the first Alien movie, where they're coming out of cryo sleep and they're research, or it's almost that same space trucker setup. And Noah Hawley, he did all that on purpose. But after that, it stops feeling so Ridley Scottish.
Yeah,
it's like, yes, it's that same universe with some of those same props and creatures and character types, but it has a different feel to it.
Yeah, I would say, with the exception of Prometheus, in a lot of the movies, that's why I'm not crazy about Prometheus, but I admire Prometheus because Prometheus was thoughtful. It was kind of reflective on deeper issues or questions, and But other than that, most of the movies have been focused on either the creature or action or the thing that I'm starting to hate, fan service.
Sure.
And this is more emphasis on story. Everything is expanded. Now we see sides of this universe that we haven't seen before. We actually see Earth and more of it.
Yeah, we're seeing what the politics on Earth.
Yeah. And I would say that those who like a faster paced movie and are the faster paced films and movies that we've had, I don't know if y'all seen it. I would like to know what you think about it. But I have a feeling that at least for the first episode, people might not be as much into this if you were into more of that action oriented and horror or action oriented creature feature type stuff that they were doing before. With the first episode, you really don't see much of the Xenomorph at all. And instead, a lot of it is about setting up why this is going to be on Earth. But mostly, it's more of a story about these kids, the lost boys and girl, right? Our girls, because this is the story here is about these children who have their consciousness for the first time transferred to these synthetic bodies. And so they have to deal with issues like being better, not ever getting sick, being stronger, but also never aging.
Yeah.
Because there's still kids in these bodies right now.
Yeah. Children's minds in adult bodies.
Yeah. And so they're actually spending more time on setting that up in the show. And I will say that it does kind of move slow, but I like that, because for everybody who wants to talk some shit out there. Everybody talking about, I'm an Alien fan, I like it. No, you're not. Not if you're talking about the pacing. If you talk about how slow something is, just, you're just making a generic statement talking about, man, this is slow. Then you have forgotten that 1979, that Alien right there, that Alien movie, that movie starts out real slow.
Sure. It's, what they call a slow burn.
Yeah. So if you're talking about a slower pace, then, we're talking about going back to what the original did. Now, I would still admit, though, that the pacing for me felt a little off with this. Because
I got that too. Because we are, it's so much what we're used to with on the spaceship and how, xenomorphs break out. And then we spend so much time with the kids and this trillionaire and all of that.
Yeah.
But it's by the time you get to the end of the first episode, you kind of stuck like, wait, you're going to cut it off right there?
Yeah.
I barely anything happened.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking about what is it about this, because I'm not complaining about the slow pace just for being slow. I don't mind slow and steady. But I think the deal with this show is that if you compare it to something like Alien, so Alien, it was slow, but it still pushed forward. It still had momentum and it ramped up. And there were moments in there where the slow pace actually served its purpose.
Sure.
Because you sitting up there, kind of being mellow, kind of taking it easy, your guard is down, and then, what's up? The alien makes a hell of an appearance. Nobody expected that.
Right.
And then the movie just kind of ramps up from that point on. I think with this, that this one, you have a lot of the show going different places. You have a lot of flashbacks. You're dealing with a lot of characters in different locations.
Yeah.
And it's not very straightforward. And I think, and a lot of it is very dialogue driven too. So I think that the pacing, at least from that first episode, it had me a little worried, because I was thinking that, this is a little too slow for me right here. And I'll be the last one to be impatient about a slow pace right here. I just think it just felt a little disjointed for me.
Which is why they were smart to release 2 episodes.
Yeah. I think that is perfectly,
because the first one ends, and there is a bit of like this wasn't bad, but I don't know about this. And it wasn't until you get to the second one where you start to feel like, all right, I'm kind of seeing where this is going. And I still don't think it hits 100%, but it does get you more on the road.
No, it doesn't. It does not hit 100%. And I will tell you why. And I'm going to tell you what actually works to keep you in right after I do this commercial right here.
Sure.
I'm just going to get this out the way.
All right.
No, notice I hit on a cliffhanger right there.
Yeah.
We will tell you about that after we take a word from our sponsor over here. And Martin, you're going to want to hear about this anyway. Martin, yeah, we have to give a word out to Factor right now. Martin,
of course.
You are a busy man. You can't even sleep sometimes. Martin, I keep telling you, get this Factor over here. You keep talking about eating healthy and everything.
Yeah.
Man, my refrigerator stays full of Factor.
Does it? Because you always have people coming over here eating your Factor.
That's how much I have. I got to give it away. But the reason why Factor works for me, and I think would work for people like yourself, if you're as busy as I am, but trying to eat healthy, is that these meals, they heat and eat. You put them in the microwave for about 3 minutes, and you're good to go. But you ain't sacrificing flavor, and you're not sacrificing nutrition if you're trying to eat healthy. You can choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including, they got seafood in there. They got things like salmon and shrimp that you can get. Quality seafood, premium seafood, right? Don't let it being put in the microwave fool you right there. Also, they can give you those options at no extra cost, because you think, oh, shrimp and salmon, we getting gourmet up in here.
Yeah.
How much is that going to be? Nothing, except for what you pay for Factor right there. Savor those flavors. For the first time, you can try Asian-inspired meals. And also, I'm going to speak on that health factor right here. See what I did? So with people who eat Factor, 95% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. They can feel the difference no matter what kind of routine that they have with their diet. But look, I've been telling you, it tastes good, it keep you healthy. Look, now you got to do something for me, okay? You got to get this code right here and take advantage of it. You can get started at factormeals.com/toasted50off and use code toasted50off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. I want to thank Factor for sponsoring this portion of the show, and I want to thank all of you out there for your support. Oh, where was I? Oh, yes. Not 100% even in that second episode, but it does pick up a little bit, because I'm going to tell you what kept me in. First of all, I think the direction on this show, I know they probably use different directors, But I think some of the directing on this is incredible.
Mhm.
I was talking to James today, and we were talking about that scene where the lost boys or the lost children, which is named after Peter Pan. In fact, since Disney owns Peter Pan,
Boy, they sure do hammer in that Peter Pan. I mean, like, it gets referenced a couple of times, and they're like, "We're gonna show you the cartoon. We're gonna keep saying it." I was like, "Okay, you guys own a Peter Pan. I get it."
they own the animated Peter Pan, so there's so many scenes where they played it on the ceiling and in the
Yeah.
room, and it's like, man, look, I'm not stupid, all right? I know what it is. I know you own Peter Pan. You gonna flex and show your shit, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it was one time they weren't showing Peter Pan; they were showing Ice Age.
Boy,
I was like,
I got-
okay, you own Ice Age.
I
too.
got so
Fuck.
tired of them looking at Sid. Man, that first episode, Sid gets more screen time than the damn alien does.
Right.
I was like, I know y'all ain't gonna sit up here and stop the movie to watch this cartoon.
I mean, like the Peter Pan thing, I was like, God damn it. Okay, enough's enough. Does everybody get the Peter Pan reference? Does everybody?
I don't know. Y'all might have it mixed up with that vampire movie, The Lost Boys. Like, no, I know what Peter Pan is. I ain't a literate mother. All right.
See how the kids are named after the kid? Yeah, I got that. And the boy genius, like he didn't want to grow up because he's like Peter Pan. Yes.
Yeah.
You gonna throw the peanut butter out there too? What the hell?
Is there gonna be an alien Xenomorph show up in a pirate outfit with a hook on his hands? Where are the kids at? Stupid, man. What are you doing? We get it.
Is this gonna be on the test?
You testing me right now. But I tell you what kept me in. Like, there's a scene where you have the kids who are being transferred into the synthetic bodies, and I thought that was well directed.
Very well directed.
Yeah. You just have to see it the way they do it. They have this really good way of delivering that information while also showing the passage of time, and it's well directed, man. It's a really good scene. I think the movie, I say movie because it's right up there with any theatrical released film out there, a blockbuster. This thing looks great.
Yeah, they spent the money and it looks fantastic, and it was shot in Thailand.
I can. You know what? I can see that
because when the ship crashes into the building.
There's a scene even before that where they're walking on the water,
Mhm.
and I was like, that looks like Thailand.
Yeah.
And plus, you got all these damn palm trees and stuff behind them,
Yeah.
so it looked very tropical
Mhm.
wherever they were. But they bring in some new stuff, but also in addition to that, they make some things look like it's the old tech from the first movie.
Oh yeah, that was on purpose,
especially in the beginning.
Mhm.
And this is a prequel to Alien, so it was very important to get that down. So as far as the production, the look of it, it's incredible, man. It's great to see how Earth looks in this universe in different environments besides being on a dark ass ship
Mhm.
or some dirty planet somewhere.
Yeah.
And as I said, man, they have the money to do this. It looks incredible. It rivals anything in the theater. That scene you're talking about, I'm surprised they put that out there. There's a scene where you have a ship that was in space that is about to crash on Earth, and that scene, that's true spectacle right there. It looks incredible. People who own movie theaters, they look at this and like, because this is why people are staying at home.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can tell you one thing about this scene I don't like that really bothers me.
Okay, what is it?
The dark blue color grading on it.
Oh, you don't like it?
I don't. And at the time watching, I was like, all right, this is a lot just to try to match, the Ridley Scott look. But then there's so many other scenes that don't have that. And I was like, I just feel like it's just too gray.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Because it popped me out of it. And normally I don't even notice stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I
see how rich that is, but then you get back to those
Really?
outside shots.
Okay. No, I mean, I can see it. It didn't bother me as much, but
I know it's nitpicky. I'm just bringing it up.
Man, it's something you notice,
Yeah.
That's all. No, I ain't. Listen, people want to call nitpick, but I'm not that person. You see something, and
Yeah.
I think it's a valid observation. So that first episode where it leaned on Alien with the deep contemplation of Prometheus, the second episode, the reason why I say this might start to pick up for people, that's where we get into James Cameron territory.
Mm.
That's when we start getting into that
Got the
to the
Marines.
action.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I would say that and some things from the first episode carried over here. You get hints of more of a Blade Runner now.
Oh yeah.
Also, there's even some parts of it that feel like Ghost in the Shell.
Mm.
But the big emphasis is on more spectacle, more action, and more of a feeling of aliens now than Alien or Prometheus. Because with this one, they bring in pretty much the Space Marines.
Yeah.
They bring in the military. You actually have a lot of guns now. You have a lot of shooting, a lot of action, a lot of momentum. It gets to a point where even if it starts to feel like a war movie when they have to go down there and start doing a search and rescue after that spaceship crashes. It's at that moment that things really do ramp up, because in addition to the military going in, which are reminiscent very much of the Space Marines, you got now the Lost Boys going in, or the kids going in, and they're pretty much superheroes now because they all got pretty much superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
They can jump from hot cliffs hundreds of feet down on the ground without breaking anything.
You know what I did love right there is that with the ship crashed into a building on Earth, you get to see the scale of it. Because always before we just see them in space, and you don't really have a sense of scale. No,
that's actually a great observation, because they do give you very much a sense of scale, to the point where now things actually feel like they're lived in. They feel they got some scope. You can see how the city is really huge right here. And they managed to do that without losing anything or making you feel like it doesn't fit with what really Scott set up at first, or even James Cameron. Yeah. Somehow it all fits together. Somehow you get to see how all these different things that maybe seem like they were different universes, how they all come together now.
Yeah, it's good when somebody can do that and they aren't retconning things.
Yeah, exactly. You also get into the story more here. The girl who is Wendy, right, who was played by Cindy Chandler, they start getting into more focus of where the story is, what its direction is, because she's going to find her brother. And her brother doesn't recognize her, because the last time her brother saw her, she was actually a little girl.
A little girl dying of cancer.
Yeah.
Who he thinks is dead.
Yeah. And I don't know this actor's name right here, but
I don't even know. I know I've seen him and stuff.
Yeah, he's always been some like weird looking dude.
Yeah.
That dude right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's actually pretty good in the movie. Forgot that actor's name. Alex Lawther is his name. So you get more story direction here, but also at this point, you're getting into the real creepy stuff too. Because with the alien coming in more, now you're getting a lot of blood, you're getting a lot of gore. The alien is probably the most vicious that he's ever been, or she or it or whatever. Like you really did not realize how much that Xenomorph was an asshole until you see this.
Oh yeah,
because it really just does live to tear people apart. Like he's got some anger issues,
right? And it does a lot of like, instead of just tearing at people like an animal, getting over them and going,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
man, you gonna kill me or what?
Yeah, no.
Now I'm gonna scare you first.
No, that thing gets rid of people quick. And will chase your ass. Where you going?
Well, the way it'll just get in your face and smile at you, and you're like, okay, he.
Shut up! Because a lot of people don't know. They ain't seen the movies like we have. They don't know that there's another goddamn mouth in there. That's worse than that. Because at first you look at it like, damn, your teeth are nice.
I know.
You got some good. You got some good hygiene.
That is a nice grill you got there. Silver too, huh?
What whitening toothpaste? Man, look at it. He smiles too. That's how he gets you. Hey, I like my choppers.
And he brought a bunch of friends to the barbecue this time.
Oh man,
these other creatures that they're just as bad, if not worse.
Oh man, that's what I was talking about with the creepy lab right here, because they have some things in here, like some creatures that are nowhere near the size of the Xenomorph, and they're somehow a little creepier. You go in here and it really is like chamber of horrors with these things, man. And they got one. I won't say anything. I would just say there's a scene with the cat and an eyeball.
Yeah,
and it's one of the freakiest things I've seen in the Alien franchise, man. And
if your cat ever gets a sty, you would throw it out. You just kill it.
No, you gotta go. You got an alien up in you. And it continues to get way gorier. But it doesn't feel like it's doing it just for the sake of glorifying all the gore and blood that they do here. It's all kind of still weaving in with the story. But I still think it has the same problem as the first episode. I think you still get more flashbacks, you're getting more slow scenes. But I will say that from what I've seen, how this is progressing, I think that this has the power to be the best thing since Aliens.
Yeah. I think we say that a lot with these movies.
And
then the second act comes and we go, okay, never mind.
Yeah, we still be look, y'all, we got 6 more episodes to go. So if you notice, I ain't getting excited. I just say it has the potential to be the way it's going because it actually is telling a story. And I find the story pretty intriguing in certain parts.
Well, especially like this world they've built, because, you're looking at a world that's run by, 4 or 5 trillionaires.
Yeah.
Which, this is an allegory for, life on Earth right now.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what I like about it. I don't think a lot of it is not even dealing with the xenomorph or the kills or anything like that. A lot of it is dealing with the corporate politics. Some of it's dealing with these kids having to deal with what their life is now.
Yeah.
It's very character driven outside of just, we just wait on the alien to show up.
Right.
All these people just being there to die at the aliens' claws or teeth or whatever.
Yeah. It's not relying solely on that. Another thing in its favor is that other than Alex Lothar, who we had to look up, only recognizable actor is Timothy Oliphant. And he's not playing a lawman.
That is true. No, and I like him, but he's not showing a lot of motion. I'm just now looking at how crazy he looks.
Yeah.
He looked like he's turning into Christopher Lloyd. Doc Brown. No, that's true. He's not playing the lawman.
Yeah.
Because he did that, but he's being typecast for a while. Yeah, but he's good. He's just not doing a whole lot of emotion like we used to see him, because we used to see him being a swaggering badass,
Yeah. But just when they show, coming up in, future episodes, I'm like, he's going to start having a bigger role here.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, if they ever make the live action Rick and Morty movie, I got my man get him. I can see him as Rick Sanchez, man. But I like his character, though. I
do too. I will say that in the second episode, there was a couple of things that bothered me.
What's that?
Kind of a lot. It was the way people were reacting. It was like they weren't panicked enough by what was going on. First off, the idea of sending the children on this mission, because, even though they don't know they're xenomorphs, it's search and rescue. They spent a lot of money on these children, to take that chance with them. And I get they have superpowers, but they don't have any training with search and rescue. I was just so baffled. Like, why would you send them?
I think they want to. This company is rich. Weyland-Yutani.
Yeah,
they're the ones. No, Weyland-Yutani.
No. That's the rival.
They are the. It begins with a P. I forgot what it is. Prodigy.
Yeah,
company?
Prodigy. Yeah,
the Prodigy company. Company with shitload of money. The experiment is working for them, so I think they sent them in there to study them too.
Yeah,
see how they would interact.
I get that. It just seemed like an odd thing to send them with no training whatsoever.
I think that they also,
because they could just get in the way.
Well, that's what this part of. They want no training. They want to see how they will handle in these situations.
Okay,
that's what I was getting from it.
Yeah,
because they even said we're looking at we want to see them.
Right,
and if they want to make some more, they probably can.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because there's even a point where they're talking about when they tease the next one, they're like, "Oh, you're studying us."
Yeah. Well, when I talk about people not panicked enough, there's a part when the xenomorph goes into a room and starts tearing people apart.
Yeah.
And later when they come into that room, they see that some people were still sitting in the chair. And I was like, how'd this thing come into the room and start tearing people apart? And some people just sat there. Like, how did everybody not get up and scramble?
I don't know.
Hey, Corey, how come they didn't scramble? I'm not saying it to you. I'm just saying it was just like, I was just kind of like, oh, okay, this is.
I mean, I that's not too puzzling to me. I can see somebody not wanting to move and then being thrashed while they're in the chair and then going after somebody else. I didn't.
Yeah, it was a number of them that just sat. You know, their corpses were still sitting at the dinner table.
Yeah, I just thought
like,
maybe they just scared to move. You know, that's what
I
it didn't bother me.
I don't know, just something about it. I was like, people are not reacting like I feel like they would just by something unknown that's doing all this. But whatever.
I think if something's tearing up the room and going from person to person, you might just sit there not wanting to move, not knowing what to do. I mean, I think that, I mean, if they, it didn't bother me as much, but
But other than that, you know, I find it intriguing, and I certainly want to stick around to see where it goes. Because honestly, even outside the Xenomorph, just the story with the kids has me hooked.
Yeah,
I was like, there's so much they can and probably will do with that.
Yeah. So.
And it's also just getting glimpses of the world. Honestly, I think they do such a good job of showing you what this world is, that the crawl in the beginning explaining things, I was like, I kind of feel like that was unnecessary because I'm picking up what's going on without that. But I know that's not for everybody. Some people will be like, I don't get it.
Yeah. No, I like this. I actually like this a lot. For now, I can't even give it a rating.
Yeah. We have only 2 episodes.
You got you got so many more episodes to go. I'm just eager to see where this is going.
Yeah.
But yeah. I so far though, I think it's after 2 episodes, it is where like Aliens was ramping up, or the first Alien was ramping up, and you know with the time that it had, you know, an hour and a half or 2 hours, whatever. You know, I feel like this is going to have to ramp up over several episodes.
Yeah, and Noah Hawley has a good track record.
Yeah. So I'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
We'll see how it goes. How did y'all like it though? Did anybody see it? I know a lot of people were looking forward to this. I don't know. I don't know what people are. What kind of reception it's getting right now. James told me it was a lot of people positive about it, but
I think so.
But yeah, how do people feel about this? Anybody seen it? Anybody like it? Anybody hate it? Let us know. Or would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon, where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.